But man, too many people try to get so serious, and not everybody's funny. But now that's the thing. Not everybody can be funny.
Yeah.
I feel like I've heard a story of, did you live in your car for a while?
She's been around people her whole life because me and her mom definitely lived different lives.
Like I've really grown a lot in this part mentally is because I hold myself to such a high standard, and I think all of us do.
Man, like I'm gonna give Tinsley everything I never had.
People lose focus on, oh, this is what I do, and I got my routine, and this is the way it's going to be. And that's great.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Funding Fathers. We're at the closing table with Tyler Jenkins,
Jesse Cronin.
Boom. Let's go.
and Mr. Boom himself,
Let's
Chad
go.
Harrison.
Let's
We
go.
have a very, very, very special, and you could take that however
Special.
you want. Special,
Special
guest. So he was a torchbearer in 2024. So if you don't know what that means, with Remax, that's basically their 40 under 40 for the whole country. He sold over 80 homes individually the last 3 years, and tracking for 100 this year.
Yeah. Close.
Let's go.
And just hired his first assistant this year. So, really, and besides that, he's a dad.
Don't forget that.
He's got a beautiful 4-year-old named Tinsley, who's basically my niece. And he just owns how many businesses now? I've lost count.
Yeah, I think a handful.
Yeah, like probably
Handful.
literally a painting business, plumbing business. I mean, anything you can think of. One of my closest friends, one of the best human beings I know, Ethan Adams.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's
yes, sir.
go.
Sponsored by Liquid
Welcome,
Death.
big
No,
guy.
I'm playing.
Let's go.
I'm playing.
This has been sponsored by Liquid Death.
Yes,
Tall
thank you,
plastic.
Liquid Death. Yeah.
Where's the theme music?
Yeah.
All right, so hold on. You really don't realize that we pumped that in before? Like, you don't watch our podcast? Like, this is canceled.
This is
done.
All right.
Yeah.
See ya.
See ya.
Sorry,
Are you
Liquid
kidding
Death.
me right now?
This is a professionally
What, dude?
produced.
Come on,
production.
Yeah.
Funding fathers.
Wow.
We do need a theme
Tyler,
song.
you know this guy? You know this
We-
guy?
I'm trying to
for
throw
you.
you all in, dude. Joe Rogan, he has his. I'm like, oh
Right.
shit.
You think they play that when he's in the studio with Jamie? No, they pump that in on top of it.
Probably.
Yeah.
Like, all right, here we go. We're hot.
I mean, I can pull Spotify real quick if you need.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
We
Dude,
can play
so
it.
what's
It's on
up?
Spotify, yeah.
Dude, I was a little nervous getting on here with the Funding Fathers, to be honest. This is kind of sick.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I literally talk to you every day.
I know, and it's kind of like I feel like we haven't talked in a while.
Oh my God.
Come
diva.
on, man. You're on the mic all the time.
I know, it's kind of
Right?
crazy, though.
And,
But I was like, you
okay.
all kind of set the precedent here, so I was like, all right.
I think you just don't like it because you have to sit still.
Dude, sitting still is tough for me, though.
Trust me.
It's
We got the two most antsy people ever.
Yeah, that's all that counts.
Same
I'm
Like,
like,
we might switch spots by the end of it. I might I don't even know how this is gonna go. Really,
I
like
was gonna say his knees were jumping, mine was jumping.
couch is shaking.
Well, no, it's good to have you here, dude. Did you ride a bird here, by the way? Because the last time I saw you, let's just call a spade a spade. So the last time I saw you was at a Louisville football game. Tins is obviously, she's like thick as thieves with the Cronin girls and GPC up at the Louisville games, like telling Dad to get away. But I said, "How'd you get here?" He goes, "Oh, me and Tins took a bird." I said, "Like from where? Like from like Floyd Street?" He's like, "No, from the house." I'm like, "You and Tins took a bird from Eastern Parkway." He's like, "Yeah, it was fine. She rode on the front. It was good. It was good." I'm like, "God bless her."
You know, it's crazy. There's a bird in front of my house right now.
I'm sure there is. I'm sure
He's
there
been playing
is.
musical chairs with it with his
Yeah,
neighbors.
yeah. I got some old ladies coming after me. But
Why are they coming after you?
oh man, dude, yeah, I'm young cat and
Young buck and
older.
Audubon, man.
I'm in the older crowd, so it's a little bit different. So it's been interesting to be on this side though, because like you really do see how much like neighbors do make it a lot more homier. And I have a huge dog who's just causing a little bit of ruckus in the neighborhood. So I have he's just weighed in at 189 pounds.
Oh,
He
my
barks
God.
a lot, I've heard.
It's a couple. Like if it's just like 4 or 5 times, like it does like it's hurts your eardrums.
It
Thunderous.
probably shakes your neighbor's
Yeah,
walls.
that's what she said. She was like, the dog's shaking my house, and I'm like, God, come on.
200-pound dog. I could see that
I
happening.
mean, it's loud, but no, and then yeah, it's just being a little bit more cautious of the neighbors. I'll say
You having to be a grown up? Adulting here?
it's tough, dude. I've been trying. So I just turned 28. My life's over now. Yeah,
Mine was 25.
Crazy.
Yeah, dude.
I felt like 25 was it, but then,
I hit
but then
30 and
it-
was
then-
like,
then
oh my
30,
God.
Then 40. Now I'm like 44 is young, right?
Really?
So
Okay,
like,
cool.
It gets better.
It
gets
does
better.
because I
Yeah.
went through my anxiety attack like Sunday. My birthday was Friday, and I was like, "Damn!"
Happy
like,
birthday.
I was like, "Okay," so I was like, "I'm behind the 8 ball," and it's crazy. Like, I'm like, I need to step it up. Like, I'm like having my whole pep talk on a Sunday. Like I'm like, just trying to set that precedent to get a little bit like more advanced, I guess, and grow up.
Yeah.
That's the hard part because I'm like, damn, like I really got to be like a grown up now. And that's been a tough part because I'm like, I love having fun with it. So I'm
Yeah.
like, what's really growing up?
Who told you you're a grown up? Because I mean, I don't know that I consider you a grown up.
My mom, she keeps telling me, like, you're so grown now. And I'm like, yes.
I think your mom's a liar. I'm just kidding. Nah, we do a lot of growing up. I mean, like I was literally 24 when we got pregnant with Caroline, and
Yeah.
I think
23.
you were
23. Yeah.
So that grows you up real quick.
It definitely did. Like I always tell people, like Tinsley like saved my life. I like to think,
Yeah.
because it was like I was always on a verge of like just I like to have fun, and like I could have been either way.
Reckless.
Yeah, I was a little bit reckless, and then like having Tinsley, like I was really like I would just go and hold her. Like I'd work all day, go home. It was really crazy because I'm like had this kid, and I'm like, and I'm trying to sell 80 houses a year, and I was like, I would literally show up at her mom's house, and I just hold her for like a couple hours. I fall asleep. I get up, go home, wake back up at 5 a.m. and kind of rock with it again. And I was like, I remember it now because of being 4 years old. And I'm like, and she's like laying on top of me. She's like, I want to hang out with you more. And I'm like, holy shit. Like,
Feels good.
This is my best friend.
Yeah.
So I always tell her that, and like riding the bird with her. And she's just like, can we go do that again? And she just like, she gets to experience a lot of cool things, I think, for 4 years old. Because I do stay busy and stay chaotic. But it's interesting to come from like that point where I was like, I remember just yesterday, I'm like, you couldn't even speak, and then now we're having whole ass conversations about selling houses.
Well, I think you're right. I think I don't save your life, it's not the right word, but they ground you.
Yeah.
And they give you a purpose. For me, like I was like you what year, how old were you when you got into the real estate business?
21.
21. So you were a couple years in, you were already doing some good stuff. You started out with what, Joe Sims?
Yeah. Remax Associates.
Yeah, way back in the day. I remember you used to come back to my office like when you first like bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, you got your license, and I'm like, God, this kid's so young. I'm like, dude.
Yeah.
But my point is like I remember when we got pregnant with Caroline, and it was the same type of thing. Like it wasn't planned, right?
Yeah.
And they definitely make you grow up because like I'm like I want to be able to give this kiddo the same opportunities that I had. I want to put her through Catholic school. I want to do all those things.
Yeah.
And that's where that responsibility, like I'm sure for you.
Yeah, like it changed like my whole focus because like when you're like, I didn't have a kid, I'm like, all you're like is like, I want to get rich and I want to do all this fun stuff. And then now like I had a kid and I was like, I was still young, but I was like, man, like I'm going to give Tinsley everything I never had.
Yeah.
And that's what I was like, okay, like I was like, this is interesting because then that set the bar. So I was already like, because I was nervous as hell. Like it was my first year blowing up. And I'm like, and then I get told, hey, like I'm pregnant. I'm about to have this kid. And I'm like 4 months, like I got preparing like for 4 months because I was like a little bit late to the action. And I was like, I got to grow up. And I had her and I continued on with that like leverage because that was my first thing was crazy is my mom was like, I was worried about work. I was like, how am I going to continue? I'm like, Mom, I'm just
Real
now,
life, yeah.
I'm just now hitting my stride. And she's like, well, she's more important. I'm like, I'm going to do both.
Yeah.
So like every time somebody told me I couldn't do it, I'm like, all right, like we'll see.
Well, and
let me show you.
Well, I was gonna say one of my like favorite things about you is like you love when people try to tell you can't do something because they pretty much once they said that they pressed that button, it was over with.
Yeah.
Like, because I know you've been on a mission the last couple of years to prove to people that you can be a present dad and still be a badass agent.
Oh yeah.
And do a lot of business and have fun and do all these things, but still be present.
Well, it's just like set those excuses that we always hear. Like everybody's like, man, it's easy to make that excuse. I got the kid tonight. I can't do that.
Oh yeah.
It's like, I can't go work out. I can't go have fun. I can't do this, can't do that. And I'm like, no, like, fuck that. Like I was like, I can do anything I want. You just gotta set priorities. That's what I definitely because there's like all of us, we're all really busy people, and it's crazy because I had this old Italian guy tell me this, and it was like, there's no way you're busier than me. So it's just like whatever you do with that 24 hours, it's just setting that priorities.
Yeah.
Because like people are, I'm always like, hey, like I could show you this house, in the next 3-4 hours, and they're like, oh no, I can't. I'm like, there's no priority there, and that's fine. It's just like being able to understand that and understand that you're not at its top of that priority list.
Well, we talk about this all the time. So it's not it's not just prioritizing your 24 hours. Number one, you do have to prioritize your 24 hours.
Yeah.
It's also about prioritizing your time.
Yeah.
So like that client doesn't want to go look at that house in 3 or 4 hours. Like, A, do you want the house? B, like my time's worth money.
Yeah.
So like, we need to set a schedule and do it because, you wait until 10 o'clock at night. You want to make an offer on this house that you like. Why don't we talk about that at 5?
Yeah.
Why don't we talk about 6?
Yeah.
Not to say we don't do that.
Yeah.
But like, just like having a value of your time.
Oh, yeah.
Because if you value your time, your client, and again, we bend over backwards. Like we've sent pre-approvals at midnight, right?
Yeah.
I know we were the lake. We're sending out pre-approvals at midnight, 1 o'clock sometimes because it's what you have to do.
Yeah.
But you have to value your time, which I think plays into that.
And that was a big thing. Like I think coming to sell more houses. I remember when I was like really just green to the business, it was almost like I got to do this right now. And then now knowing, okay, like I have Tinsley tonight. Like, does this really need to get done tonight? Like, do I really need to answer this phone call or can it wait?
Or sometimes you just take her with you. But
I mean, yeah.
The irony with that is that same crowd that's like, there's no way you can be a present dad and sell all these houses are the same people that'll criticize you for bringing her along with you.
It's crazy.
Right?
Like,
that's still time spent with her. Like she has fun. I see the videos.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You got to make it fun, though, too. Like, even on a Saturday, like, I plan my Saturday where I'm like, all right, showings. I'm like, Tinsley, we got 4 showings. You got to negotiate. It's like 4 showings. Yeah. It's like then trampoline park. And then
Sky Zone.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah. And then it's like, okay. And then it's like
3 more showings.
3 more showings.
Dairy Dell.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then they're like, day's perfect. So I'm like, you got to definitely like, there's negotiations, but it also just, it's super cool to be able to see her grow just from like, I think she's been around people her whole life because me and her mom definitely live different lives. Like she's very like to herself and that's fine. But it's like me, it's like I see, my phone's nonstop ringing. I'm nonstop talking to people, nonstop seeing people. And you could see that grow on her because like we go to the Louisville football game and the Our Lady of Lourdes crowd just took her hand. And like a lot of kids I would feel like would be like,
Dad.
Like, And then I come back and she's like, you stay up there. I'm going with my friends.
We're going to get ice cream.
Yeah.
You stay up there.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, she's growing up on me. So it was really cool because I don't think she'd be able to do that unless she's seeing the communication I do with people on a daily basis.
Yeah. Well, you learned that somewhere. So let's go back to like growing up. Like, who was that influence in your life? And like, let's take it. Like, we don't have to get like super in depth because it's short on time because people like to keep these to an hour.
People.
Yeah.
I'm people.
Talent.
Yeah.
So take us back. Like, who was your influence? And then like, take us how you got into real estate. Just like, let's go through it.
It was crazy. So really,
Camp Taylor kid.
Yeah, Camp Taylor. My parents got divorced. I was living with my dad. So I came with like the single dad type style too. And, it was rough growing up. I mean, but somebody always got it worse is what I always like to say.
Yeah.
No, for sure.
And I can't make no excuses for that. But I always knew like, hey, I'm going to do something real special. And I always knew that from like a young age. It was crazy because I like still like feel it today where I'm like, I'm meant for something really cool.
Yeah.
And I thought that was the NFL. I was like, and then I figured out, like, all right, like, you're kind of slow. You're not that tall. Like,
I could have told you that.
Like, you're not that good looking. But it's like, it was cool to transition, lose everything. Because then I go to U of L, try reaching these limits that I've always searched for. Had mentors, like, from then in high school. Chad Rempsey, he's, like, one of my best friends. I mean, I just went out to dinner with him for my birthday. Like, dude would just believe all in me. And having those people and mentors who believe in you really do make it more clear for you to see what's possible. And he made that for me. And then we made it to college football level. Ended up quitting. I was just going through a ton of shit when I was a freshman in college. Ended up quitting University of Louisville, going down to South Florida. So I ran away, went down to St. Pete, Florida with my cousins, and lost everything. Went into the roofing business down there, got my first sales job. Got screwed over there. I was building docks on the river. I looked like a little Mexican kid. Well, not really little, but it was like, I was like 300 pounds. Just like, I was huge.
Really?
Yeah, dude, U of L, I was 297. And I was like,
Just a bowling
I was
ball.
benching 400 pounds, squatting 600 pounds, deadlifting 700 pounds. Like, I was like a beast. I'm like stupid strong. Just like, because my dad. Like, genetically, I'm just like, that's all I can say.
Well, hold
like,
on. And dad was a Golden Gloves boxer?
Yeah, Golden Gloves. And then he was like, he benched like 415 when he was like 40.
It was a legit, like,
Oh, really?
Yeah,
strong.
So he set the limit, dude.
Yeah.
So I was always like, I'm going to beat him. But
his dad got them, like, paws, bro. Big fist.
He was a big fighter back in the day. Just he used to knock people out.
He grew up in Camp Taylor as well?
Yeah. Because my uncle was Uncle Dave. He actually boxed with Cassius Clay.
Okay.
And he was his sparring partner back in the day. And then my dad, he used to tell me that. And I'm like, yeah, right. And then my grandpa was like, it goes like Cassius Clay. He used to call him Cassius. So it was really cool to kind of like learn the boxing future. Yeah. Because I quit football. I actually started boxing down at TKO. So I went from like 297 to like 260, like, and then like was just like saving up money and then ran away to Florida. Met a girl down there who actually told me I'd be a good realtor. And this is how this whole thing kind of shook out. Really, and I had like no clue.
She said that because you got that sweet look, or like
it was the charisma.
What year was that?
I was 18, and so
what year is that for perspective?
Shit,
2015,
10 years ago.
It was 20.
It had been 10 years ago.
2017. Yeah, all right.
So it doesn't matter.
You're
That's okay.
You're 28
Good
right
realtor,
now.
good realtor, not
10
good
years
at math, but
ago.
it's okay. It's okay.
It was something like
2025.
that. It was
So
I
2015, 2016.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it was in there. It was in there. Yeah.
But I came back up here. I've always done concrete my whole life with Allgars. So that's like a family business that I got into young. And so she told me about it and it was always stuck in my head.
So did you do it down there?
No. Came up here, failed my real estate exam 8 times, paid for it 9. I always loved that. Flex.
Never quit. Look at this. 8 times. Never quit.
That was like a really
this is a
big
guy
thing.
who's about to sell 100 homes this year.
Yeah, so that shit did not matter.
It doesn't matter.
That shit
is
did not
awesome.
matter. Yeah, so I love it because like people are like, but then I kind of feel
Chad's
dumb
over there
when
now.
like people are like, I passed on first time. I'm like, God damn, it's getting easy.
You're a bookworm.
But let's be real. But there's a lot of people that do that and then they don't sell anything.
Well, it was crazy because like every time I failed, I would always tell myself like, I'm gonna be the best realtor in the city. And it was like, you gotta like manifest that shit really. Like you gotta tell yourself like
Where does
having
that come
confidence.
from? Where does that come from for you?
You gotta do. I think it was because I was second all the time. Like I was like, I just wanted to
That
be
chip
number
on your
one.
shoulder.
I was just like, it was always like I'm like the second best player on the football team.
Always
It was
came up
always-
just short.
Yeah, and then my dad was always like, nobody really like believed I was gonna do something, but I was always in my head like, man, I'm really meant for something special. Even I went flat broke in Florida, and then ran home. I had to call my dad.
Now hold on a second. Let's back up to this flat broken Florida because I feel like I've heard a story of. Did you live in your car for a while?
Yeah. Lived in the car
So
for about 4 months.
So guy that's we don't have to get into specifics, but a guy that's going to make well north of $500,000, several businesses, like making good money, right?
Yeah.
Lived in his car.
Yeah.
So if you want to talk about like stuff's hard, like
It was like, I mean, dude.
You had Harley with you too, didn't you?
Yeah, I had a 170-pound Great Dane in a single bed truck, and we were just sleeping there, couch hopping at the buddies' houses, and like just really wanting to be like, Dad, I don't need you. Like I was like mad, like he didn't believe in me because I quit football. He's like, you're gonna be nothing.
Damn.
And so then it's like after football was like over, I was like, man, I'm gonna show him. But I was like, I always knew, like I'm meant for something really cool. And all this crazy, like this dumb shit was happening to me. And I was just like, still kept telling myself like, all right, you could do this. And I came back up here and started real estate and had another mentor that came up to me, and that was Joe Sims. He just believed in me. And like I said,
Good
like
dude.
he was just like the class act guy. Like I was like, if you could say the picture perfect realtor, I was like, that's Joe Sims. And
how'd you know him?
I went to his brokerage, and it was crazy because I was 21. There was nobody close to my age in my brokerage.
Still really not.
And interviewed, and I was like, I interviewed everywhere though. And I was like, for some reason, Joe Sims really stuck with me. And that was the thing. Like I tell everybody, interview everywhere. Because like I felt like when I got to Joe Sims, I was like, okay, like this is home. Somebody believed in me, and I knew he was like, I want to do what he was doing. And there was a lot of great agents in there. So he took me under his wing. I remember I went on every appointment. Joe, what listing appointments you got this week? And I went on every single one, mastered that technique, and just like continued to grow. Like my first year in real estate, I did $5 million in volume. And
That's great.
And I
Which is
was
a lot.
That's
$5
banging.
million is
That's
great.
banging.
And
It's
I was like, dude, if I make 30 grand, I was like,
yeah. And by the way,
Did that in a month.
let's I mean, I don't know the answer to this. So is that Zillow? Is that Sphere? Is that just you?
that was fear and cold calling.
So I want to put that in perspective.
Yeah.
A lot of people get in the business their first year. They go on a
Yeah.
team. They
Yeah.
do $5 million, but it's on Zillow leads.
Yeah.
That is Sphere.
Yeah.
No knock on the Zillow
No.
people. That is
No.
100% grinding.
Yeah, Sphere. And I was on like a team, like John Milner's team.
Yeah, I met John.
Yeah, so
Another good dude.
Yeah, John was like cool, but I was lucky to be able to be in that realm of like he was in new construction. So I was like, It was crazy. I was like a year and a half in. I'm like, you get leads like on teams? Like I never knew that. Like because John was more of a knowledge aspect of it, so it was an interesting team dynamic. But he gave me open houses.
Yeah.
So I was in open houses every Sunday.
Yeah.
I'm in open houses Saturday, Sunday.
You still do it.
Yeah, I still do 2 open houses
For all
every
the
weekend.
agents that think they're too good for it or it doesn't work.
Two
or whatever.
every weekend.
I'm gonna tell you a lot of the
Every
A lot of
weekend.
the most successful agents I know sit in an open house on
Yeah.
Sunday.
Yeah. It's crazy when agents walk in and they're like, "You sit in your open houses?" I'm like, "Hell yeah."
Yeah. Sometimes you have multiple. I've seen where you
I got
have
2
one
of
from
them.
12 to
Yeah,
2 and then
yeah.
2 to 4, and you'll go to the 12 to 2 and then.
I was tired of doing
12 to 2
Saturday
to
and
4.
Sunday. I was like, let's just knock it all out on Sunday.
Straight from church.
I mean,
Yeah.
well, let's be honest. I mean, it's we talked about this. Tyler and I had talked about this. The grind is real. We all grind, but there comes a time and a place where you just talked about being 28. Life's over. Like, what am I doing? And it's not even. I mean, it's
a touch
like,
into
for,
it.
Yeah.
It's for
Started.
you. Like, you don't even realize that 35 years old is going to be the greatest year of your life.
You
42 is
don't,
going to be the greatest year of your life. Like,
Amen.
These are the years coming are great. So back to your point on saying. There's nothing wrong with grinding and still doing that, but you'll start to get that perspective on, hey, wait a second, I can't do every Saturday, Sunday because I have a 4-year-old.
Yeah.
She's going to be 7, 8, 9 years old one day.
Playing
I
sports.
can't go work every weekend. So how do I be smarter? How do I start? And guess what? Sometimes you got to pivot. Like it's what I'm doing today. 2 years from now, I'll be doing something different.
It's way different.
You know, and that's the thing. It's like people lose focus on. Oh, this is what I do, and I got my routine, and this is the way it's going to be, and that's great.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that.
No,
but
not
people
at
got to
all.
understand when you got family and you got other things involved, life evolves.
Oh, yeah.
Life evolves, and it is a joke because Jesse made a joke about getting older or whatever, and I was going to bring that back up about hitting 28, man. Dude, listen, you got kids, man. I'm telling you right now, life gets great. Life gets better every year.
Yeah.
It really does, and if you let work get in the way, we all got to make money.
Oh, yeah.
We all got to make money. Everybody's got to make money. We got to pay for bills, and we all like to spend money. The world's expensive.
Yeah.
But man, life gets great, and you watching these kids evolve in your relationships, your financial career, but it's not to sound cliche, but life gets good, man.
It's not cliche. It's real.
No.
You've heard me talk about this. You hear me talk about this all the time. Like we have kids that are now adults.
Yeah.
And so you have to literally soak up every moment. We're coaching a 1st and 2nd grade basketball team right now.
And loving it.
And I'm telling you right
they're
now,
more
last night.
excited about that than anything
No,
else.
last
they
night
talk
at
about in
practice.
office.
Last night at practice. Case in point, we're literally teaching these girls how to play face defense, like for real play defense. Dude, we were literally. I think people thought we hit the lottery because we're over there like, yes, let's go, and it was literally just because girls were getting it.
Oh yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
But
I feel that,
But
though.
that's the thing is like that's where guess what? Open house didn't matter. I got 2 contracts this week.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
I got last night. I sent a pre-pro and got a contract last night. It was great. It was awesome. That practice though was more fun than anything I did yesterday.
Yeah.
Right? Me going up and high-fiving a few girls just because they actually were looking for the ball.
Yeah.
Like. Bro, not like just
No, for real.
like just running and actually looking back to like looking for the ball. I was excited, like but it's but that's the things that you get to look forward to, man, and that's why the funding fathers. That's what Tyler and I get to talk about this because Jesse and I've already been there with having the older ones, and now my daughter, and we're kind of in the mix now, and Tyler's are going to be getting there, and. And I keep setting that expectation on, hey, like it's coming. Like you both know, you and him in the same boat.
Dude, I just hit
but you're not gonna.
Well, he started doing open houses for schools.
Yeah.
Right. Trying to figure, because I've thought about it. I'm like, damn, I'm going to have to start figuring out like
The school world.
I hadn't really thought that much about it, but I know I need to.
It's coming, right?
It's coming.
Yeah.
Where'd you take Tins? We already had this conversation. Tins is already going to a school.
You're selling me. I mean,
Like,
that
there's no
game.
Whoa. Where'd you go?
Dude, I haven't gone anywhere yet.
St. Stephen Martyr's off the table.
We have
Our
not
Lady
made the
of
commitment
Lourdes
yet.
is in, okay?
I mean, it's on the table. It's on the table for the hat pick.
I know a really
pick is
good. She gives really good tours. She works in the front office, and I may be married to her. So T-Bone in the house. So my
shout out
wife
T-Bone.
will give you for sure the best tour at Our Lady of
That's what
Lourdes.
we're
all right?
excited. I do have one scheduled, so I think she's probably giving it to me. I reached
Oh, you
out.
really?
Hey, I'm
I
going
did
to fact
reach
check.
out to her.
Jamie,
Yeah.
fact check that. I'm
Yeah.
fact checking.
Yeah, fact check it. Fact check it.
We'll have great parents.
I got them. I got Holy Trinity. I got Our Lady of Lourdes. I got Sacred Heart. and Holy Spirit left.
We're gonna get the so we'll make sure the Cronin girls and GPC are there to greet Tinsley.
Dude, that's what. Dude, if he did, that's selling her. Because I'm like, she's one.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
interviewing.
a
I am interviewing her after. Because I'm like, all right. So like, what was your rating of this? Like 1 through 10?
Dude, she's gonna be a 27 at Our Lady Lourdes, boy.
That's gonna be sick.
We're working on Rain Man, so he's next. Okay.
Yeah.
We're working
So
on
that,
Rain
hey,
Man.
but
I already told you, Rain. I know where he's. As far as high school, I know where he's.
He's
going.
well,
signed
it's
up.
high school.
Signed
He's
up.
got to
He's a
feed him
Saint
in
X
through
kid.
Lourdes there, so
Nah.
get him over there with
my
us.
dad thinks he's picking high school, and I'm like, no.
Your dad does.
Yeah, he's funny. He's like Sacred Heart, Sacred Heart. I got one cousin that like was successful, and he's like, she went there. So
By osmosis.
The high
Tanika.
school,
I want
the high school mafia here in town.
I want to rewind for a second because this is something that as we're winding down the year, and I feel like this time of the year, these thoughts start coming up. How many times would you say you've had to recreate yourself in the process of building since you started to now? And like what?
Yeah.
He talked about pivoting. Like what? If you remember any specific ones, things that you pivoted and started doing. Because either something wasn't working, or you saw there was an opportunity, or a trend, or a pattern. Or
I'm
something
about
like
like every 6 months. Like I like to be. I always tell I always coaching myself up. I feel like would be like, all right, about every 6 months, I got to do something that's a little uncomfortable, a little bit different. And I'm a guy who's always been like, hey, if somebody's doing it that way, I want to try it completely different and see if it works, and play with it. I mean, doing it my own way though, but I always like to do it like in a unique fashion, I'd like to say, I guess. But every 6 months, I love to like redo like my budget, like look at what am I doing that's working? What am I like, I tried the other day, like 6 months ago, I was going every closing, I was going 10 doors in front, 10 doors to the left, 10 doors to the side. Every closing, I go and drop a letter in the neighbor's mailbox and be like, hey, this is your new neighbor. Like, I just want to give you a little bit about him. Like, his name's Andrew. Like, he's a young cat. This is his first home. Like, just welcome him to the neighborhood. This was like the sale price. This is what it sold for. And I just want you all to give him a warm welcome. And I did that like for the first 6 months. I really didn't get shit off of it. But then I just heard a new one where it's like, hey, go get a welcome card and get all the neighbors to sign it. And I'm like, damn. So I'm starting to do that, like doing different things. Like I'm doing a text platform now because cold calling, like I've been doing cold calling 5-6 years. It's tough. Like, so I've operated off of RedX. I've operated off of Mojo Dialer.
True grind.
Yeah. So, I mean, and I was doing it every day, like 50 to 100 calls.
Oh my god.
So
Who are you calling?
locked in.
Wow.
Locked in.
You're calling.
People don't understand.
So
man,
like
the
your
work is different.
Yeah, circle prospecting is like, it's so easy when you have a listing and like a house in your neighborhood pops up and you're like, you didn't even see it. First day on the market. Hey, Jesse, like, did you see that house that just went up on the market in your neighborhood? And he's like, no. And I'm like, can I tell you about it real quick? And just tell him about it. And I'm like, you know anybody moving to the area? Because like I take it off of you because you already live in the neighborhood. And I go, who do you know? Because like I know Jesse loves Chad. And he's like, Chad, like you need to come look at this house.
Yeah,
and so
sure.
like you're able to, on listings, be able to boost the exposure that way to the neighborhood and being very personable with it. But as well, let them know when it closed. So I would call them and be like, hey, did you see like my house closed? Like that was a crazy number. Like Germantown, like I was able to be like, hey, I sold that house for $588, and everybody's like, hanging up on me because like that's a different area. But it's
Which is crazy because you think they'd be hyped.
You think they'd be, but I remember
taxes went up. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
but
No,
your house
yeah.
is worth more
You
money.
changing the dynamic of their neighborhood.
Yeah.
So that was the tough part. Like, but it's like when you sell those big ones,
Yeah.
yeah, in
That's
those
fine.
different neighborhoods, you get yelled at. I mean, you get hung up on a lot of. But that was what I was doing. But I got no time. Like I got a 4-year-old.
How do you not take that personally? Like, because that's why I think people struggle with. The reason why they don't make those calls is because if the person, they want to be liked and accepted so bad that if that person doesn't like them or hangs up on them or is rude to them, it will ruin their whole day. Just the one, and that's going to be half the calls.
I don't know. Sometimes I think I'm just dumb enough to do it.
I think you got to be a goldfish. I think you got to be a
You
goldfish.
just gotta let it. Yeah.
Golden retriever
got to.
energy, just like,
Yeah.
no
Yeah.
matter
I mean,
what,
it's just like, and I always was like, I want to grind. Like, I looked at when I started real estate, I was like, this is a job. You show up at 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. If you don't got shit to do, there's plenty of stuff I can.
Always something.
And you can work in this world 24/7. Like you all said, pre-approvals at midnight. Like I wrote offers in the middle of the night. Like those money-making activities, when they're calling, you react. But it's like, I was always like, let's work. Like, let's grind. Like it's always been like that. And I needed to do something productive so I can pat myself on the shoulder and be like, hey, you did something today. You talked to somebody. So now I'm operating with a text platform now. I'm really excited for it. It's just playing with it now, tweaking it. New CRMs we're implementing. Because like I'm my own business. Like it's like really tough because there's so many like shiny objects out there. It's like really like which one's gonna work. And I got on text messaging, and that's what really sparked.
So that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Tell them why. So that's why I
Yeah.
asked the question about like pivoting and like trying new things. What inspired you? What business model or business did you experience that and go, oh wow, like I could do that same thing?
So it wasn't a Mantateo thing. You didn't get got like that.
No,
Okay.
no.
You didn't get
Better
cast.
than
She's
that.
real.
I'm better than that. But no, it was like, man, this like, I'm a realtor, so you get these health insurance quotes all the time. I turned 26. I didn't have health insurance for like 8 months. And my mom kept, you got health insurance yet? And this guy got me. He was like, you need health insurance? I'm like, yes, I do. And it was a great quote. And I was just like, very like, because you listen to all the noise.
You felt served.
Yeah, well, I was like, this guy's good.
Yeah.
Man, I'm plugged in. I've sent his number out 5-10 people. Like
He's your dude.
he's my guy, and he calls me. Hey man, Ethan, man, great. And he's in Florida. And he's like, how do you know so many people? And I'm like, bro, you plugged me in. Like I'm like, so that was really cool, and he did it to me. So I was like, and then I experienced like the liquid death and paying attention to your surroundings when you're seeing another marketing like advertisement work on you. I'm like, how can I do this? And always, even the video side, like you're on Instagram. I see a video, it might not even be on, real estate. And I'm like, damn, I could maybe change
The
this
format,
up.
like the way that they shot it.
Yeah.
Like
I'm like, I could do this, but do it my way. Because you always got to throw a little twist to it. And that's paying attention. Like, I feel like that's one feature I like about myself is I think I know people. I can analyze people and like really read the room well. When it's coming to who's in charge, who likes what, like what's making them uncomfortable, and being able to pivot that way, especially in real estate. Because like I had one the other day, like the dad, I could already tell was like, realtors are useless. Realtors don't work. Realtors are just, they just put a sign in the yard, open the door, and boom. I asked the kid because he called on my listing, and we're meeting, and they're like, we don't work with buyer's agents. We only work with seller's agents. Cool. And I'm like, don't really talk about it. I'll let them keep going. And they're like talking about houses. And I'm like, they're like, well, we really like this neighborhood. I was like, well, when you have a realtor you work with, I said, I'm over here. I'll do postcards to the neighborhood. I'm going to cold call that neighborhood. And then I'm going to get you a house that's off market. We're going to go see it. Nobody's even seen it. And the dad, next thing you know, I see him. He's like, he get you a house and it not even be on the market. He's like, you get wholesales. I'm like, no, I'm not wholesaling. I said, I'm taking my 3% and I'm going. I was like, but I'm going to get you a house, and if you like it, great. But I've definitely had some that I got off market, like what I'm under contract on one, postcard to the neighborhood. I got a buyer, got it under contract, off market, contingent on the sale of their house. It was crazy.
You're able to negotiate more, and you probably got him. How much under market did you get him for that house?
Dude, 40. That guy was like at 600. I got him under contract at 550, 556.
And let's be clear for a second. Who paid the commission?
The seller.
Boom, bingo.
Yeah. And I negotiated it. And I'm like, and I'm getting paid more. And that's crazy. Because now and my clients see it. They're like, no, you need the 3%.
Yeah.
They pushed me for 3% because I'm like, hey, like they hit me back at 2.5. No. Like you need, like you got this.
Because you're
like,
worth it.
Yeah. So like that's really cool to see is like your clients know the value of you. And as well, I think realtors are somewhat underpaid for what they give. But some situations, don't get me wrong, I'm right there with you. Like I write up an offer on a cash as is, don't got to do nothing, don't got to show up. Okay, like you have those cupcakes. Like you all get them.
You deserve cupcakes.
Yeah, you get a cupcake here and there.
Cupcakes.
But like there's some you're grinding your teeth in the dirt.
Some doozies.
Yeah, like and you're getting your shit rocked.
Yeah.
And it's really just like
Well, what people forget is that it doesn't go away at 5 o'clock.
no.
Right.
No.
So that's what the common.
Yeah.
And then again, no offense to someone that doesn't understand real estate and mortgage professionals, like our world doesn't end at 5 o'clock. No. And even if it does, and I go home, I still got 10, 15, 20 clients that I'm still thinking about the next day or the closing date next week or the problem I got to fix. And at 9 o'clock at night, I'm thinking about that.
Yeah.
At 6:30 in the morning, I'm thinking about that. You know what I'm saying? So
When
like,
you're on the beach in St. Pete.
when I've been in the beach in St. Pete, I don't know. I might drink enough to not think about it, baby. You know? What do I do for a living? I don't even know what I do, man.
I took a call at 8 o'clock last night.
Yeah.
I don't do it all the time, but it just
it's just, you know.
That was when it worked, and I was I said, look, I gotta put my boys down. After I do, I'll call you.
Yeah.
It's a great conversation.
I do that all the time. Kids first, but here's a question for all y'all. How many times, first time you're with your friends, whether Chad, you're on the beach this weekend, we're on the beach this weekend, you're at a ball game, you're at a ball, wherever we are, right? And your friends see you working, your phone's blowing up because like you got 3 deals going on, you got 7 closers trying to close tomorrow, and your friends are like, oh shit, like you don't stop at 5.
No.
Like, and people don't realize that until they're in the moment with us, and they're like, holy shit, like you don't get a vacation.
Yeah.
I also don't think I think it's more understood on the realtor side, but I don't think a lot of people understand on the lending side that we're also like all commission. Like we don't I'm not, if I take the time to put a whole game plan together for you with my fingers crossed like this and my toes, hoping that you do it and you come back to me, I'm not getting paid for that.
No.
Like I don't get compensated for that. Like that is honestly me out of the goodness of my heart trying to help because I actually care about you.
Yeah.
Because I could easily just be like, nope, doesn't work. See ya. And I'm not obligated to do any of that, but I do want to help.
Yeah.
But it can be frustrating sometimes because like you lay that, it's like I said, you lay it out and then they just don't do it.
We work for free all the time.
Yeah. All the time.
We work for free all the time.
All the time.
Our whole profession. I mean, like, you know, you build custom plans, you show 15 houses. And listen, sometimes it just doesn't work out. I mean,
it's part of it.
I don't look at, I don't take it personal. I mean, most of the time, I mean, unless someone just really does some dirty stuff, and that happens. But we work for free a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, if I don't close anywhere near the amount of people I talk to.
Yeah.
Right. So all that stuff all those people I was talking to, all those houses that you showed them by, that was for free.
Yeah.
Actually, not even free. It's costing you money.
It's costing you money.
It's costing you money. It costs you money and time.
Yeah,
so
gas, time.
so like that would kind of when you put that in perspective, you know, and I think like I was just going back to your point, Jesse, what you were saying. If I asked, you know, the spring break crew, because my boys, you know, when they get to high school and all that stuff, you know, you go on spring breaks with everybody, share houses, or whatever. Yeah, I could pull in 6 people right now today that was in my spring break crew for 4 or 5 years and say, what was Chad Paris's routine from 8 o'clock till 1:30 every single day on spring break? That was sitting on the deck, the balcony, looking at the ocean, drinking coffee, and working until 1 o'clock doing pre-approvals. Now I may start drinking the little, you know, mimosa or beer about 12 o'clock while I'm working. Don't get me wrong.
10:30 or 11 o'clock.
Don't get me wrong.
That coffee had
but the
some
moral story
Baileys
is
in it.
that was the expectation.
Yeah.
People just are like, oh, CP's going up to work. CP's because you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Right. At the end of the day, like there is still that balance on like, listen, we want to have fun and do stuff, but we got to be grown adults as well.
That's the tough part because you do like people don't understand it. Like I talked to an attorney one time and he was telling me how worthless realtors are, and I was like, oh,
that's crazy.
What do we pay you for? And he said his time, his knowledge, and his experience. And I was like, that's crazy. I was like, because you're paying me for the same thing, my time, my knowledge, and my experience. Because we do when we sign up for real estate, people I don't think realize you give your life to the game. You really do, and it's like, and you can't just turn it off.
Can't.
And how many times we all have stories of this?
Yeah.
People say, Dad says, "Hey, we don't need a realtor, right?"
Yeah.
And I can't tell you how many times we get to the 11th hour and something's getting sideways and they're unrepresented.
Yeah.
And so all of a sudden,
Who do you go to?
Who do you go to?
Yeah.
You don't, right?
Yeah.
You call your dad. He's not a realtor.
Yeah.
You call us. We're not realtors. We know a little bit, but like that's what you pay for.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say this. I want to ask all y'all this. You talk about, you put the plan together, you don't get paid. As the same or worse than that is for me is the client who you bend over backwards for.
Yeah.
You literally
I already know what you're about to
put
say.
together a puzzle and it's like, oh, it's everything you can to get this thing closed. And it takes longer than normal because we're not the train wreck.
Yeah.
You are the train wreck. You, Mr. Client, are the reason that this is the reason. Yeah. And then that client is the single worst, most least
unappreciative.
Least appreciative.
Just
That's the worst.
Entitled.
But we're still expected, because how you and I talked about this, we got to be perfect. Me and you literally just said at my desk yesterday, and I said, we have to be perfect. And the moment we're not perfect, it's like, oh, well, what are they doing wrong? Or how did this happen? And listen, sometimes mistakes happen. Yeah. We are not perfect. Yeah.
Well, and you can't
I am not perfect.
You can't catch everything.
I do make a mistake. I mean, we are really, really good at what we do. Us four are elite. We are. We all make mistakes every single day, right? And that's part of it. So, but we have to be perfect, and you put that pressure on yourself. And then when something doesn't go right, and it's just one of those where you got to internalize that and realize. And again, that's why Tyler and I was talking about this. You know what? It is what it is sometimes. Like it is what it is. Like
when we first
you got to you can't and Jesse was a master at it. And I learned it from him. It was really well. Is like Tyler said, how do you go home and not carry this on? Because you can't. Yeah. Because guess what? I got a family. Yeah. I got a life. I got my own mental health. I got my own well-being. Like I can't let that Joe Schmo that sucks. And I'm still gonna try to help Joe Schmo.
Yeah. That's what's crazy.
I'm gonna do everything I can for Joe Schmo.
Joe Schmo 110%.
But Joe Schmo is not affecting my night.
No,
he is not going to change my time with my daughter or my sons or my dinner plans or just me watching a ball game. No more. You don't get to do that anymore, right? I'll deal with you. I can't help that your life's a train wreck. You know what I'm saying?
I was in your living room last week, and I had this is a real life story. I had a client who was doing a refi to take off the ex-wife, and the new husband wanted to rob me of my time. So he was demanding to sign this quick claim to finish this refi. You probably didn't hear me. I don't think you heard me because you were out back. I literally told this man, after I let him go on for 15 minutes, he was taking mine and Russell Ford's time trying to explain to him that you're coming off the deed, you're not financially responsible. It was a long story. And I told him, I was like, this conversation's over. You are welcome to call me tomorrow at 8 a.m. This wasn't by the way, guys, paying clients, we will bend over backwards. This was not a paying client.
Yeah.
This was a man who was robbing me of my time with my family. And I said, you are welcome to come to my office or call me tomorrow after the hour of 8 a.m. You are not robbing me of this time anymore because you're crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got to be, but you got to be that way.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to draw. I say sometimes you just got to draw that hard boundary.
But it's a fine line, man. It's a fine line because we still want to get that business. I mean, still want to make that money, right?
But the thing that's tough, and I think I've really grown a lot in this part mentally, is because I hold myself to such a high standard, and I think all of us do. And I think sometimes people don't realize, if I made a mistake, trust, I don't need you to tell. I know I did, and I'm beating myself up way more than anything you can say, do, whatever. Yeah. But I'm learning how to give myself more grace when that stuff does happen, and also understanding that there's only so much. I think in our industry where people struggle the most is they think they can control more than they actually can. There's actually not that much that we have control over when you really start peeling back the layers, right? No. As long as you communicate at a high level, you keep good attitude about everything, and you're being transparent, I can't help that a collection popped up in the middle of the deal that some Spectrum bill they didn't pay, 6 months ago.
Dominoes fall, man. Dominoes fall. They don't stop.
The guy lost his job. People are getting laid off right now. The guy lost his job in the middle of the transaction.
I had that happen.
And they're looking at you well, what? And I'm like,
what do you want me
I mean,
to
I can give you the options. I can give you the
what?
options.
But you know what sets us apart? I had that happen last week. They were pushing me to close Friday, pushing me to close Friday, pushing me to close Friday. I find out there was some condo stuff. Find out we can't close Friday. We end up closing Monday, Tuesday. We're going for a clear to close. Yeah. He lost his job. What sets us apart? You think that loan closed? Mm-hmm. Of course it did, because we know how to put puzzles together, and we literally figured out a way to get it closed. Nothing ended up getting dropped. But that's the difference. That's what sets the elite apart.
Yeah. Right. So funny thing, Ethan, I'm just kind of pivoting off that real quick, because you just talked about you said, if you say Ethan Adams in the real estate game, people will be like, man, that guy's crazy, wild, energetic, funny, gimmicky, he does all the things, and then you literally walk in here the second year, you're the single-handed the most energetic guy I've ever met in my life, to me, right? And I'm and then we're sitting on the same couch together here. So, but what's
still
funny,
shaking.
But what's funny though, what's funny about that, kind of going back to that, is you've used. And me and you are very similar in this aspect as well. I've used gimmicks and funniness. Tyler always makes fun. We've talked about this before. I used to talk in third person. I would literally do posts on social media. Well, I still do every now and then. It's the OCP, Well, but my point is, Billy Badass Boom, and but you've used humor. You've used humor to your advantage. I mean, you've used humor to create success.
Yeah.
I knew we'd get him. I wanted to get one.
He starts coming back.
Here he goes.
Well, let me tell you something right now. Why don't you go ahead and tell these folks how you created your business model using that humor, boy. You got that right, boy.
You did start young. I mean, you started your humor early. I remember one of the first times
I love it, man. That's what I love.
Man, it's it was tough because you have a lot of noise in the industry where they're like, I'd be like, he's unprofessional. Would say anything similar to that nature. But it was like, dude, life's too short. Like, have some fun with it. Like, I love creating content and I love like making a laugh out of it. I love how people's like, dude, I watch your videos because I never know what the hell you're about to do. Like, I always know something. And I always do try to do something. Like, you have a plain Jane house. Dude, there's a video of me on a roof. Like, I just posted another one on a roof actually, but it's like, how do I make this regular ass house a little bit different? And they were like, get on the roof. I'm like, should I jump off the roof? And they're like, no. And it's like, you're thinking like, how can I stand out? How can I make this unique? And how can I do this justice, but as well give a good like presentation of it.
Yeah.
That was really hard because like people are like, you'll never be in the luxury world because of X. And I'm like, fuck it. I'll sell 100 more houses than you. I don't care. It's what I like, what I want to do. And I was like, I just don't care what people think.
It's being authentic, man. So
I really just
it's
don't
funny
care.
you say, and I'm saying because I'm always like, and people, I mean, like, I talk to people all the time. Like, I don't dress up for closings.
Yeah,
Like, I'm not. I used to back in the day, and I walked into a closing one time. I swear to God, I was sitting at the closing table and I was dressed up, and I looked around at the closing table, and the only other person dressed up was the attorney. Everybody else was in like sweatpants and jeans or whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I might be a mortgage banker. I am not a friggin' suit and tie kind of guy. And you know, and I've never been. I've always been just, I mean, so as someone that's used humor, I don't quite do the videos that you all do, but as someone that, I think that's where having fun with it. That's why I wanted to go with this is that, like, you gotta have fun, man. And now, don't get me wrong. There is a fine line to where, all right, we can't say certain shit, right? Like we still got to keep it above board to some degree. But man, too many people try to get so serious, and not everybody's funny. But now that's the thing. Not everybody can be funny, right? They can't be funny like you and I.
No, they can't. It's a skill.
I mean, shit.
It's a skill.
That Mama gave it to me, you know. But you know, it is fun. Like I think that's why I appreciate you the most. Like when I got introduced to you, you almost tackled me at Gerstl's, from behind,
those shots got me.
because you were hammered and I might have been intoxicated.
Jesse got the shots.
Yeah,
that's literally how
I felt my body going away from me. As
these two guys, you all swarmed me for him.
That's how this all came to be, which is the crazy. It's still a crazy
and you all
story.
fed me shots, and I said yes, I'll set you up.
Actually, you know, it's funny. That was literally the night that never should have happened. We don't go out. We went to get food, and Sage wouldn't serve us.
Knowing you guys 12. Now, it is wild when I think about it.
That was
like,
cool.
You guys are never, especially at 2 a.m.
And I was hanging out with these two old guys.
Very. I mean, like, think about the irony of that.
Insanely rare. Like that's what I said. Now
I
I'm
don't
around you
normally
guys
see
all the
11:30
time.
on a weekend night, but that was literally like, let's go get some pizza. Saints is like kitchen's closed.
Yeah.
And we would walk over to Gerstl's of all places, and they got fire late night food, by the way.
Yeah.
And then y'all are there.
Sponsored by Gerstl's.
And then you disappeared somehow, and we ended up with Tyler. So
see,
Yeah, you tried to leave me, dickhead.
Something happened.
No, you were trying to. I caught y'all on the way pulling out the parking lot. I said, "Bro, I'm looking at the car right now. Tell Phil to stop." You want to know how I know that? Because I felt bad because I threw up in his car.
Oh God,
that was that night.
Yeah, it was that night.
Back when y'all were kids. So listen, let's get back to this real quick. Real estate. So it's 2026. So it's crazy to think like here we are. We're a month, right?
Yeah.
Like, what are your goals?
Big goals next year. Want to go for over 30 million next year in volume.
What's 2025?
2025, we're at 26 and a half, 27.
Nice, dude. Hey.
26 million for an
A
individual.
loan officer would be happy to do 25, 26.
26 million for an individual without a team, without Zillow. Let's just be real. Sphere. So 30 million.
Yeah, I just want to set. I want to set it over 100. Definitely trying to go for like over 125 deals would be key. I think it's in the realm. Trying to learn how to leverage listings and turn listings into 3 to 5 clients is really like my goal next year. Because I do have a lot of listings that I didn't leverage, I think, this year on the aspect of I could have got more out of them. And giving good service. I mean, that's the thing. Like when you're at an aspect of you're doing so much volume, dealing with so many people, I want to continue to give great service, but continue the volume. Overall is like the biggest goal. Love that I was like, if I close the 100 this year, it's going to be down to the wire. But that's like been a big goal of mine. I want to meet Ryan Serhant next year. So Ryan Serhant.
Ryan Serhant.
He's like the guy off $1 Million Listing in New York.
You probably recognize his face if you saw
Yeah, I'm going up to New York in February. So
he's like you. He's like a little kin.
Man, I already wrote.
Kin.
Yeah, I wrote a lot of the goals down. Definitely want to. I've never been out of the country. I never like travel a lot, so it's wanting to knock off a couple joints.
Where you want to go?
Probably Colombia. Man, Colombia
dangerous.
Is definitely dangerous. I don't know.
He might not come back.
Someone whose women have basically been his
may
muse
not
his
come
whole
back.
life.
Yeah, it'd be
probably
interesting. It'd be interesting.
Don't take too much
I want to
cash.
see the atmosphere.
Gringo. Where else other than Colombia?
Probably. I'm going to go San Diego.
That's not out of the country, by the way.
That's I only want to do one out of the country.
I know California feels like it's out of the country, but it is in part of the United States.
It's interesting because I'm like, damn. I'm like, this is a place different. So I'm going to San Diego and then going to want to go to like somewhere in like Utah, Montana,
mountains.
Yellowstone? What'd you go the
Grand
teepees?
Prismatic Falls?
The tapies or something?
No.
Toppies?
The Tetons.
Tetons, yeah.
Let me tell you something. If you're going to the Tetons,
Yeah.
on the way there,
Yeah.
okay? I don't care if you stay on the other side and you got to drive through, you come the other way. The Grand Prismatic Falls, you've got to go. The Grand Prismatic Geyser. Dude, it looks like you're on Mars. I swear to God, it's never, you have never in your entire life seen something. Chad, am I lying?
No,
it is wild. Like the colors, and you're like, this is literally like the United States.
This is
It's
real
wild.
life. Real
It's
life.
wild.
I will tell you, I went to Colorado and that was probably one of my favorite places, like because the atmosphere was absolutely insane and the weather was actually really good. Because it was like I'm not really like a hot guy. Like I would agree
with that.
I don't know. I like the heat. I like the.
I was talking about the hot part.
Yeah, no. I like a little mix. And
oh, you like a mix? Feel that?
God damn it. I got it tight.
All right, so hold on. Let's get back to this. So goals. So out of the country, which clearly you only have one place you're going because the rest of everything you just named was in the country.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
You got to set
125 units, 30 million in volume.
Out of the country. What else? Grand Sirhan, right? Ryan Sirhan.
Yeah,
Right,
Ryan
me,
Sirhan.
Ryan.
That'd be cool, man. That dude's legit.
It'd be legit.
That guy's next level.
So I'm going to Inman in February, which is like one I've always wanted to check off the box. Because that's what I just made my goals probably like 2 weeks ago. Wrote them down. I've always done it. Like it was crazy because like when I wrote my goals, like when I was a young whippersnapper, young little jit, I was like at 150 goals or something. And then I'm like, okay. And then I think like after I had a kid, it went from like 100 goals to like 50 goals to had a kid. It was like 20, 30, like stayed around there. So I have about 30 goals on the list where I'm like, just want to check them off, like personal and as well as just personal as well as like business wise. Do want to restart like with Presidential Plumbing. I'm trying to kind of get more of a like system involved with these smaller companies that I'm operating because AP Painting has been one that's really a fun business for me. I built it from nothing, so being able to see six figures on like something of such like the painting company was really cool.
Very smart vertical integration, meaning just like inside of what you're already doing, the lead flow you're already getting. It's just those people have that need, and you were like, why am I calling
every single?
I'm the one coordinating all these people coming to paint anyway. Why don't I just get paid?
Yeah. So that's what that's the way that I kind of went about it. Was like, damn, like I'm already like contracting these people's houses out. I might as well like start a little just small, local. You have to stay in your lane. That's one thing I found out this past year was staying in my lane. And I
painted my kitchen cabinets. They look good.
Yeah, I
went
mean,
from
like,
red to white.
I have fun with the AP Painting. It's really cool because
that's awesome, man. I love the diversity too.
It keeps me up, like to like date on trends. I'm able to talk about different and more trending colors. I'll say when we're looking at doing some like renovations or just brightening different rooms up. And being able to act like that and be that one-stop shop for them. I'm really trying to facilitate that true one-stop shop. We have some big purchases coming next year that's lined up where it's really going to be, it'll be cool. Like I'm going to be able to leverage a lot of cool things and be that one-stop shop where you don't have to go nowhere else. Like I have everything. Like I own everything except like an inspection company.
Yeah.
But it's like, you know, in the money man. So it's like, that's the cool part, and being able to have that client be able to be like your financial advisor and being like, you need something with your money, you're going to call them. Anything to do with real estate whatsoever, you have to call me. Like it's gonna be like, oh shit, like
that's smart.
Yeah,
Smart.
like I got cleaners, like I got it. Like painting, I got it. Plumbing, I got it. HVAC, I do have like I came from a blue collar family, so being able to have like every family member in those trades was definitely beneficial.
Yeah.
I'm winning, my family's winning, and being
all of them have been in my house. Keith, what's your cousin's name? I don't know why I'm flooring.
Clayton.
Clayton.
Yeah, Clayton.
Good dude.
Yeah, every
Good people.
Every family
Great
member is
work.
in something with the industry to where it's almost all in house with me now. So it's going to be really
It's a brilliant game plan. It really is. I mean, I don't think I would imagine there's not enough realtors out there that put that much time and thought into like putting a plan together. I mean, that's a platform. That's a solution.
Literally.
Right. You're providing solutions because we had our Jared James event and it was like basically like life for the buyer doesn't start until closing, not before closing. It's at closing. And then everything after closing is where they need everything, and so you to put yourself and make yourself their trusted confidant.
It's an advisor.
Expert.
It's the advisor of like your real
so
estate.
smart, man.
And being able to check in with
So
them,
smart.
letting them know continuously like their equity and just like being able to leverage that. Like I think like there's gonna be some refinances, I think. And it's like being able to let people see like you got this equity, like letting them know you could pull it out if you wanted to. You can refinance and like get that PMI off of it. I'm telling them. Like I want to be the first to tell them because being a real estate agent is a resource for you. Like and people, I don't think that is well known enough to like be like, hey, like your realtor is your resource. Anything with housing, call your realtor first. And I feel like my clients do that.
Again, it's not just putting the sign. It's
tone.
not just putting the sign in the yard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's more than that. And we've again, it's just like I said, you make yourself, your worth is so much more than people recognize. And you let alone, man, just hearing that, I mean, you've separated yourself in that way.
You have to.
It's impressive.
Because there's 6,000 of us. How are you going to stand out? Right. How are you going to be different?
Got to jump off a roof, baby. I need a boom in a video,
dude.
I need a boom, man. I need a promo. Come on, man. Let me get in one. Let me get in Ethan Adams' video. Let's go.
You don't got to tempt me.
Let's go.
This should be the highest energy video of all time.
Let's go.
As we try to kind of like bring this all full circle and wrap this thing up, the last question I wanted to finish on is two things. One, because I see it with, I mean, really all of us sitting here, but like you two specifically, I think have figured out a way. Your drive is different.
Yeah.
Because you guys are doing 5 times what, even like the top producer people do in other companies, but you still show up every day excited to be there.
Yeah.
Like what is it that allows you to do that? And also, what advice would you give to either younger Ethan or just other agents in the space that you want to see win? Because I also think it's a characteristic you guys both share, is you don't view, like, you want everyone else to be better. Like it's not a threat to you if someone else improves.
No,
right?
no.
So
not
those are the
whatsoever.
2 questions I was curious.
I would say like what gets me up every day is like, man, I want to unlock that great Ethan. I know I haven't hit that moment yet, and I strive for that. Like Coach Ramsey, when I was like, he was like, man, don't be this motherfucker who had all this potential and didn't use it. I think about that every day. I was in high school when I heard that. Like, and this
so
guy
it's the
was
fear of not reaching your potential. Before
like,
it's all said and
how many
done.
people sit there and they're on their deathbed and like, I could have done this.
Yeah.
I could have done that. And I don't want to regret nothing. That's why I'm like, when I say my life story, I'm like, damn, like I'm entering a new chapter, and I'm like, the 20s are I'm about to close that book and open this 30s. And I want to reach that greatness where I think there's a level I haven't unlocked yet, and it's coming. Like, and I know it is. But it's like, that's what I was like, I respect Jesse, because I feel like you hit that button where you turned into a monster, and you're like you're a role model for like at least me, because I looked at it where I looked at Coach Ramsey and as well as you, like being able to have that daughter and not know what the hell I'm gonna do. And it's my legacy is not gonna be like Tinsley. Tinsley's not gonna be my legacy. She's gonna be her own person. So being able to have a legacy here in the city of Louisville is like one thing where I want to be like Tinsley, be like, that was my dad.
Yeah. There you go.
So
That's
that
cool.
that
really
was
cool.
like where I want to unlock that greatness.
Now-
And I feel like it's coming.
What advice would you give I think it's I think the question, the cooler question, is to the younger you, like when you
The younger me is enjoy every moment. And I feel like past couple years, I've been going through it just like not enjoying it. I was just working and just like it was nonstop, just like same shit every day, and I didn't enjoy it. And now I'm so content where I'm at now, like where I'm a single dad, like, and I'll be honest, I love working. I love showing up. I love working all day on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I love soccer on Mondays at 6 with Tinsley, and I love being able to like do something different with Tinsley and experience that on the weekends. And I'm content with that. I'm content with selling houses. I'm content with being a painter. And I'm looking forward to growing that into something really great and enjoy it. Because I was like, we only got one life. You know,
Amen, brother.
Fire.
Amen. Yeah.
You know, work ethic though, man. Like some people just don't have it.
Yeah.
That's
I love working. I've worked on my life, and so to hear you say that, it's like, you know, sometimes just to see someone that doesn't like want. I enjoy work.
Yeah.
Work. I mean, I need work.
Yeah.
You know, like if someone said, "Well, you retire." I don't even think about that.
When the focus becomes who you become over the journey versus the outcome or the destination, I think that's what allows you to be more present. And then it's more about like you do enjoy it because there's not an attachment. You don't have an attachment to if I close this deal or sell this house, or that's where all the suffering comes from, is attachment to an outcome. So if you can remove it, that's why that answer is amazing, because it wasn't because I sell 1 million houses. It was I just want to show up for myself. Like I want to see how far how much I can grow.
Yeah.
And that's it. I just want to
goes.
see how far I can take it.
I'm like, I want to see how far I can push it.
That's
Right.
spot on. And you know, you all are saying the same version of what I'm going to say, but we don't work. Like I look at it like this, like we work, right? We work
Right,
our
no,
butts
no,
off.
I know what you
But
mean.
what I'm saying
But he
is
did
like
concrete,
I enjoy
work.
going to the office. When I quit enjoying what I do, it becomes work. And the second thing, you just said something, and I appreciate all the kind words, Bob. I've known you since you were a kid. But my dad said this to me when I was probably 15, and I believe it today. I live by this today. He said, Jesse, you can do anything you put your mind to.
Yeah.
And don't let anybody tell you can't. So, you know, if you want to sell 125 houses this year, go to a couple countries other than just Colombia, you want to do all these other things, like put your mind to it and nobody's stopping you.
Yeah.
Nobody's stopping you.
Yeah.
And the same thing, these dudes live by the same
Well, I
thing.
live by the day. Like I think it was Coach D who talked about this. What's the best day of your life?
Today.
Today.
Yeah.
When's the next best? When's it going to be the next best day of your life?
Tomorrow.
I mean, people got to start thinking like that, man. You got to people got to start thinking about how lucky you are to be here right now. How fortunate you are to wake up and open your eyes. I don't care if you're having some sickness or, we all have bad things, man. People die, and I get that, but man, to make today the best day of your life, you know, and just focus on that. If you can just say, you know what, today might not be. It might not be a 10 out of 10, but damn it, it's gonna be a good day.
But guess what? Find the good. Every night before my girls go to bed, Shelly Cronin both ask the girls every night, what was the best part of your day? They might have had a terrible day.
That's such a good practice.
They have one good thing.
Yeah,
That's all that
such a good
matters.
practice.
You know?
So I gotta ask real quick, because these two clowns now, if you're not watching they got a nice little podcast themselves, or a little show, or whatever, called Around Town.
I think it's a show.
And show, whatever it is, it's cool. They've done. You all have done a great job with it, man. I love it. I think it's fantastic, and people are very engaged with it. So with that being said, I'm putting you on the spot. Woo! You got a top two. You got a top two spot in the last couple of years. Like I'm talking fire. Like listen. Talk to the camera, run to this place today and go eat.
Hey, I got both.
All right, how about you do one? You give me one. Like, I need one from each.
Yeah.
I'm talking fire.
I'm gonna pick one that's more of like that's not like a hole in the wall spot, and then one that's a hole.
Okay, let's hear it.
I like hole in the walls.
The not hole in the wall spot that blew my socks off was Gustavo's.
Gustavo's is really good.
Because it's not just the Mexican food. They have we had their wings. We had it was.
I'd never been there. It's
Drinks
fire.
were fire.
Really? Okay.
Oh man, and the atmosphere is amazing.
Atmosphere.
You ever been?
That place is incredible.
I've never.
The one in Prospect's unbelievable.
I've been to one
He's
where
building a beast though in Norton Commons.
And the hole in the wall, dude. Back deck barbecues. That one's it's an old episode.
His face.
It's an old episode.
I
but
taste the wings
it's-
right now.
dude. And I loved it
Is
because
that where's that?
it's like
at?
Iroquois.
right by Colonial Gardens, right across
Yeah.
the street.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Dog.
And he got
That's
another
good?
joint. Yeah, bro. Whew.
Bro,
It was empty.
It's
and I'm like,
it's the best barbecue I've
Back
ever
deck.
had.
I was
and
thinking
I
shack
love
in the back.
Mama's. I love
because I loved it.
FBD,
We were
whatever.
sitting on the back deck. We didn't even get anything. It's crazy. We were on the back deck when he came out and he was like, try this.
Try these wings.
And he gave me one and I was like, what is this?
No way. Are you serious?
Yeah, I
Dog.
was like,
Silly.
oh, man.
Back deck barbecue.
Back deck
Let's
barbecue.
go. All right.
Silly.
Lunch. That's a future lunch. Then let's
Yeah.
see. So
Yeah.
best little, like I would say best lunch like joint
blew you away.
blew me away with Starving Artist.
Oh, that place is
Ooh,
fire.
that's it. Yeah.
Really?
It's really good.
Don't even.
What if you had
What's
it?
the second- what's the second-
Like him
what's the
talking
second
food.
one?
Him talking
Dude,
food. Listen,
I mean, Starving
86
Artist.
about this
17
conversation.
Starving Artist was
sauces.
like,
I think I got the wrong thing. I'm just gonna say it. Everybody I know loves it. I think I got the wrong thing.
I love
Mary Jane.
I think-
Mary Jane
I-
with the chicken and the
That's a tough-
jalapenos.
that's a
You
tough
got-
set
What'd you get?
Wasn't what was the artist? I can't think.
I got the Michael Jackson. I'm a big
No,
fan.
it wasn't Michael Jackson.
It was
I'm a
some,
big
it was some,
fan.
the Mary Jane is
No, there's another one. I honestly, I didn't even realize it existed. And we got it for lunch one day.
It's tough because it's so tucked in there. You're like,
It was good, man.
It's just like
Cash
I feel
only,
it-
true
yeah,
cash only.
only. That was a great joint.
You know, a cash only spot. Listen,
Cash
if you
only
cash
joints
only.
are-
You
yeah.
you know, like
It's-
because that owner does not like.
No, they don't
He's like,
care.
listen.
We know we got it.
We got it.
We
you
know
want
we
it?
got it.
You want
Yeah,
this?
we know we
You
got
want
it.
this? Go get your cash.
No soup for you. Number two.
Number two. Ooh, gosh, we've had so many good ones. Man.
If you're going on a date,
All right, how about? Is there one? Was there? I haven't never seen a bad
I have
experience.
another one that
I've never
I
seen
like.
you all. I've never seen you all. Now,
Bad
y'all-
experience.
Y'all too
So
nice.
no, we did.
Y'all
Y'all
too
did
nice.
have one.
Huh?
Luvino.
Yeah, Luvino.
Oh, so you
Yeah.
all did get so
Yeah.
you
And we
sometimes
said-
you
we said-
sometimes I feel like are you just saying it to be nice because I understand that.
No, we're undercover sometimes. A lot of times, like Luvino, we were undercover.
Hey, that was bad.
was a
Service was
bad
bad.
experience.
Food
Yeah.
really wasn't that great.
Yeah,
Like,
I went there one. I wasn't
yeah, it
impressed.
just for the price. It just I was like, I just don't really get it.
Gosh, I'm still trying to. Gosh, man.
All right,
I
that's all right.
got a
Melwood Tavern. Melwood
That-
Tavern.
hey,
Melwood Tavern.
Melwood Tavern, best fried chicken in Kentucky,
Hold on. Where's Melwood Tavern?
right next to Melwood and Brownsboro.
Well, we didn't do it around town there, but where we did do it around town was Hillcrest Tavern.
Hillcrest Tavern.
And
that's fire.
That
Dude,
place
love
is
Hillcrest.
crazy.
That was a secret little
That
joint
place
too.
is a secret.
It's
joint,
never
too.
crowded.
Man,
No.
Never crowded. Never
Wings,
crowded.
burgers,
what's that?
fries.
The ones right next door to it. What is it? The
FABD.
Yeah,
fine.
we did one there.
Chad,
too.
what's the name of the place we went to after a basketball game last year on Payne Street?
ooh.
Right there in
Spring
the corner.
Street. Spring Street Girl.
So
Spring
fire.
Street,
Oh, we
yeah.
went to Spring
So
Street.
fire.
Yeah, we did one at Spring
That's
Street.
what I
too.
thought you were
OG.
saying.
Sidebar.
Wings.
So fire.
Sidebar.
Oh, that's
Sidebar.
another.
That's,
That's
a good
another
date
one.
night.
All right.
That's a good
Listen,
burger.
Date night. Sidebar.
We about to, where we going to get lunch
Yo,
at today,
Sidebar's
boys?
crazy. Sidebar's
Hey,
crazy.
well, we're going, Chad. We're going to say
No doubt, no doubt. That's awesome. Well, no, I for my final part, man. Hey, listen, I love you, dude. Boom,
All right,
let's
see
go,
you guys. Thanks for joining us at the
Thank
closing
you.
table. See ya.